13th frame. Ali Carter to break.
So Ali breaks off in the frame before the interval. Stephen Maguire could win it. His cup of tea, it tastes very sweet. 7-6 ahead after coming in 5-4 down. And it looks like he's getting revved up for this red in the corner.
One.
Great pot and a little unlucky. Okay, you can't guarantee where you're going to finish, but he's not on any colour.
Green ball.
Yeah, just come off. Well, he's got a choice. He could just push the green and leave the cue ball there, or go in behind her. Happy to leave it there.
One.
Yeah, cover the left-hand side of the table. There you go, the other table on their interval. It needed to be thin.
Foul and a miss. Stephen Maguire 4.
Be very surprised if it's not replaced. Yeah, it was a thin one.
Yeah.
If you just catch it too thick, you could go in off, or worst case, rattle in the jaws of the corner and the cue ball stays at this end.
Yeah, these are tough shots. Test your cueing and your eyesight. Oh, scrape of paint, that one.
Well, the eyesight's okay.
Wouldn't like him cutting my bacon, John, I know that.
Well, that's another poor safety shot from Stephen. Gotta be honest. I mean, at least find the baulk cushion. He's put no pressure at all on Ali here with this shot.
Yes, the cue ball needed to be up behind the brown. That's what's, you know, he's basically a foot away from where it should be, and it's, as I say, going on about it, but it's just not like him. If you have practice sessions playing with Graham Dott and John Higgins, you certainly know how to play safe. He's usually spot on.
Ali there just flicking the brown. I think if he'd just run past the brown, he could have had the snooker behind the green. And that green is a good target. Don't think Stephen can get in behind the green off this shot. Just not got the angle of the safety. Ooh, that was a nice little flick off the green. It looked as though it was going to bounce on and off the baulk cushion, and this red would have been available to the right corner. Ali knows it, but it's not on now.
Don't think he can take the red in the left-hand pocket, John, without getting the cannon. So it might just be a safety off that, but of course it better be good, which is why he's playing the dump shot. Can't leave that red on the right-hand side, so don't blame him playing that way. Don't know whether he can sneak in behind the green. There's a little space behind that green. Off the red on the right hand side. Could he get in there? Yeah, I didn't think he could cover the red up by playing that shot, so played this one instead, which is pretty good.
Yeah, best one for a while.
He's just looking a little ragged, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah, it just builds up on you, doesn't it? And instead of looking positive and looking, I just get the feeling at the moment what's happened, and particularly the first couple of frames, has just knocked him out of his stride slightly.
The only thing I can say is he's had a right result. Didn't leave a thing.
Yeah. Well, that's it. No matter what you say about this game, all the skill, you can't beat a run of the ball. And as you say, he certainly had one then. And when players are so closely matched as this, that little run of the ball can decide the winner and the loser.
Got a little bit of a headache again, and back to the baulk area, which is why he's playing the red on the right hand side. He could come off the one near the pack, but this red he's playing is a bit of a barrier. Doesn't want a double kiss. But once again, at first glance, I think he's okay.
Not a good safety, but well, this red, we can just get past the brown and play safe down the left hand side. That is a bonus for Ali. Ooh, much too thick though, much too thick.
Steve Maguire 4.
Yeah, 2 or 3 shots on the spin, not the best, but I say again, no great damage at first look. Would have been more dangerous if the cue ball had rattled in the jaws, but well, it's gone down to the baulk area. I don't think there's anything Stephen can take as a shot to nothing. Doesn't look like there's any plants, so he may have got away with it there, Ali.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation when you'd like to, which you could do after your opponent plays a foul, to put him back in.
Can
but
you please quieten down with the rappers, please?
you
Thank
couldn't
you.
risk it. You can't risk it. You've got to play this yourself. Swing it round off 3 cushions. Try and get him behind the green. That looks the choice. He's got the line. Is he going to slide past the green? Not quite. Good effort.
Tell you what, John, it was a very positive way to play it, wasn't it? He knew there was going to be plenty of reds moving around.
Yeah, and I think he has left a possible pot to this left corner, but it's fraught with danger.
Yeah, this will really tell us how Ali Carter's feeling. 2 or 3 shots haven't been great, and this is no gimme. Great pot under the circumstances. His turn to be on nothing. Yep. Oh, it's a horrible game at times. Good pot that was under the cosh. Landed on nothing.
Green ball. Ali Carter 1.
We'll get out of that. Shows you how important that was just to knock that red in. As I say, he'd have been disappointed not to be on a colour, but boy, is he in the driving seat here. Get out of that one.
Yeah. I mean, the 3 reds just below the black spot, if you could make contact with them coming off the top cushion, you could get it safe. How you get there, don't ask me. And if he can't get there, he can't get this safe. He's bound to leave a pot on.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether, as I say, I agree with you entirely. Those are the 3 reds you'd like to get in by. I'm just wondering whether the blue balls might be in the way. Or you can get in past the blue side cushion and dropping it to those 3 reds. I think it's the shot, but we'll soon find out whether the angle's there. Can't see another way out of it.
Well, here we go. He's playing to rattle it in the jaws and run up the table. Hit and hope. Hit and hope. Hit and hope. Hit and hope. What's a hope? Where's the cue ball going? Unbelievable!
That is just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So you didn't see the skill side of that shot then,
No,
John?
not. I'm surprised you didn't pick the shot out, to be honest with you.
Sometimes that's all you're left with. What a result Stephen had there. Well, that was a great effort from Ali.
Well, is he lining up for this? It looks like it. Deep screw down into the balk area. This needs some cueing. Well, hit across it. Surely he's got to leave one. Yep, there it is. So, first chance. Ali Carter didn't hit that one particularly well. Didn't get the screw on the cue ball, John, did he?
No, I didn't particularly like the choice of shot, to be honest with it. And as we see that shot a lot, if you just stun it in, then it makes the pot that much easier. But you're trying to play it with backspin, screw back, more pace. You've got to be so much more accurate. But his decision, what can Ali do with a mistake?
Thank you.
Mid-session interval coming up after this frame. Still hard to pick a winner.
I was going to say, it's been fascinating, John. And there been some shots we've not seen before, but
Yeah.
God, is it hard to pick the winner in this game.
Well, I've always said about the game of snooker, if a frame isn't won with a big break early on, you're going to get an exciting finish on the last couple of reds and the colours.
Four.
So you might have a bit of lull in your entertainment in the early part of the frame. But if you do, you know you're going to have an exciting finish.
5.
Yeah, could just do with a nice easy break here, Ali. There's plenty of reds available. Just keep that cue ball nice and tight. Nothing difficult. Little screws and stuns. Just keep hold of the cue ball. Make it easy for yourself. Almost play your
8.
way back in.
Nine. $15.
Obviously you think this is a good chance with the reds being open. But with the
16.
black not being available, and the pink really only available into the middle pockets rather than the corners, it's not the most straightforward.
Yeah, it didn't come great. It played on the blue there, but it lost the cue ball a touch, so change of plan. Doesn't want to rest on that and not be on anything.
18.
Has he landed in the one spot when he's on nothing?
Well, he's got a tricky little pot. Yeah, he's not on them. So he's got a tricky little pot into the right middle. And it'll be made trickier if he's got to do a bit of work with the cue ball.
And the thing with it is, John, if you're right and the pink doesn't go in the top corner, what's he do with the red in the middle? There's no position, is there? And this is a big shot.
Oh, this is born out of frustration, surely. Risky, you bet. But sometimes you get down and you're frustrated with what the shot you played. You see an alternative and just grab it with both hands. Well played.
Yeah, I suppose the one thing that was in his favour there, John, was he's directly behind it, wasn't it? If there'd have been a cue ball where it was on an angle, it would have made it much more difficult, but still a good shot.
25.
Yeah, and I've got to say, if he'd have missed it, I'd have been saying everything about it was the wrong shot to play. How could you play that? But fair play he did, and in it went.
26.
The blue, if he pots it, will go on the pink spot.
You're quite right, though, isn't it? In an awkward little break, isn't it? You know, you see all the reds around the table, but those two together aren't great. The cluster of three, you've got to be like perfect for the top one will pot in the top left-hand pocket, but there's little bits of work to be done. It's not absolutely straightforward.
$31.
Shaking ahead there, he's lost the cue ball a bit.
Yeah, he's just let it run down the table. This red's still potable, but once you letting the cue ball run around the table, you're not certain a good position.
$32.
And there you go. Just about on the brown, a thin cut, but same rules apply. He's got a 24-point lead, and it's getting more and more difficult.
Ground ball. $36.
Just a little bit too hard for the one at the top of the cluster, but he may take it anyway. As I say, the one in the middle pocket's not great because what do you play on? Blue doesn't pot. And if you play these with pace, bridging down, they're easily missed. Good pot. Good pot.
37.
Anywhere near that circle to be on the red. He's run too far.
$41.
Well, he needed a good positional shot, and he didn't get it. He overrun the cue ball.
Tricky these, John, aren't they? Blind pocket.
Yep, but it seems to be the modern game now. You keep it going if you can. And he played it very confidently. And these three reds just above or below the black spot. He played for the top one earlier, so we assume that goes.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's, he's tried to get on it more than once,
47.
hasn't he? But anyway, he's fine there now. And I have to say, with all that's gone before and the last couple of frames, this is a very good indication of Ali Carter's newfound temperament, courtesy of
48.
the man working with him, Chris Henry. He's put all that to bed, and this has been a very good visit.
So this black will put him 47 points in front with 51 remaining. Oh, and he's missed it.
Ali Carter, 48.
Oh, I thought it was going to drop at one time.
As I say, once again, good to see actually that was never in, but it didn't drop in. Well, the pockets are playing pretty decent. Just wondering whether Stephen will be tempted by the double here. Tried. Only one he could really leave was the one he was taking.
Yeah, I suppose so. He had a straightforward safety if he'd have wanted it. So Ali, he's got to take this red on, hasn't he? Red and the black. And he'll be in front of the mid-session interval. And in goes the red, good pops, and he knew the black was hanging over the corner. He'll have his one frame lead back as he sips his cup of tea.
Yeah, he's done very well in this frame. Okay, he missed that black in the last visit, but the contribution with what happened in the earlier frames, this has been very good.
Eight.
Fascinating encounter though, John. I'm still no nearer thinking who's going to win.
No, I couldn't agree more. You know, we've seen a few frames, run of the ball here, run of the ball there. I mean, Stephen, when he escaped from that snooker in this frame, I mean, you thought his name was written all over it. But didn't turn out that way. But it's always going to be a close fought game.
Ali Carter, 8.
2 snookers needed. So worth a try, particularly, you know, the pink near the baulk cushion, the yellow, the brown. Good target to aim for. Much too thick.
Yep, and Ali Carter needs to really concentrate on this one good piece of cueing, and it will definitely be frame over. Good pot. Good pot. And a very good frame from him.
Six. 7.
Doesn't matter, it's
14.
immaterial. Steve Maguire will be ready to go back to the dressing room. We'll have to wait. Where's the cue ball going?
Yep.
Not quite.
16.
As I say, it's all immaterial this. I think Ali wants to get back to the dressing room as well. And prepare for what could be an absolute classic after
Ali
the
Carter,
interval.
16 and the frame.
So great entertainment, mistakes, great pots, flukes. But at the end of the day, it's as you were. 7-6.